Several big Smithsonian museums and the National Zoo are gradually reopening to the public this weekend and next weekend. We're chronicling reopening in the region, and to get a sense of reopening day, WAMU's Margaret Barthel visited the American Art Museum and the National Portrait Gallery.
Mila Jones is outside the museum building waiting for the doors to open. She's visiting D.C. from Chattanooga, Tennessee, and she's thrilled her visit coincided with the reopening.
I really personally like art, and I really wanted to come here, and I thought it would be really cool to come back on the first day and just be back from all the COVID precautions and everything.
Also waiting on the grand stone steps are Monica Wood and her two young children, Alma and Clara. The family has been stationed at Joint Base Anacostia Bolling since last fall. She says the art museum is an exciting new way for her kids to get to know their new home.
I mean, we've been homeschooling this year, and we came from Japan, so seeing more of the American art and portraiture and stuff that we've seen in books that we haven't been able to see in real life.
The anticipation increases as the clock ticks closer to 11:30 a.m. when the doors will open. A steady stream of people walk in, get their free tickets scanned, and then disperse into the galleries. Brenda Castro is visiting from Costa Rica. She loves going to museums to find a sense of place.
It's something that I do every time I visit a city, go to a museum, because it's the heart of a city and the culture.
Another visitor, Nabila Tamariani, is from Indonesia and has been studying in Boston. She's especially excited to see the portraits of Barack and Michelle Obama.
Since I'm not from the U.S., this is how I want to know more about the U.S., how the government works and so on, because I'm a student as well. It's the one way that easier, funner, and more, it's just different way to learn.
Inspiration and relaxation were on the agenda for Manassas resident Oguna Njoku.
It's also good to kind of disconnect and kind of unwind from work. So I like to walk through the galleries, listen to some classical music, take in the art, take in the history, and just kind of get some peace and quiet and calming.
Njoku was taking in the American Art Museum's Chicano Graphics exhibit, which features protest movement art from the 1960s through to the present. He said the art made him think about what catalyzes and connects social movements across the decades. The pandemic, the movement for racial justice, climate change, all those relevant and complex themes thread through the American Art Museum's current exhibits, says director Stephanie Siebisch.
I like to believe that people come to museums to have a moment of reflection. So what I find really powerful about artists are they help us understand the world around us, hopefully ourselves and others better.
Siebisch spoke by phone because she couldn't be at the reopening day. Back in the museum, Brenda Castro is about an hour into her visit, and she already has a collection of photographs of her favorite pieces of art on her phone.
I take one picture of Lucy Stone. It's a portrait. It's beautiful because I didn't realize that a picture could say so much.
And now that the doors are open, more people will be listening. For WAMU, I'm Margaret Barthel.